Hey there, it's me R3DKNIGHT and welcome back to my channel for another Heyday video. Now the video this time is a valley one and we are heading off to beautiful Portugal. And the decoration has a very special story behind it, which I'm going to enjoy telling you about as well. Now what kind of valley is it going to be? It's a sanctuary valley, and the great thing about a sanctuary valley is there are lots of animals scattered around the map that you need to locate. Now once you've located those beautiful animals, you've got to collect them and then take them back to their sanctuary. Once you've taken them to the sanctuary, you have the opportunity to get a lot of tokens, and I mean a lot of tokens, which is why I love this valley the most. You can then spend those tokens in the shop. You've also got the buildings to go to, which will give you even more tokens, but it's the animals that are the key. Now once you've got all of the tokens and you've collected enough animals, then you will be able to finish the game and then unlock that special shop, which gives you three choices. You can go for diamonds, you can go for the decoration, or you can go for boosters. Now, depending on your choice, depends on what you want to go for. I know quite a lot of my friends like the boosters and they prefer to go for those options. Now, personally, I'm not really into the boosters. Nice to have, but that's not what I want to be collecting. As usual, you need a specific amount of tokens to do this. Shouldn't be a problem. Next one you've got down there relates to the actual diamonds. Now, there's a lot of diamonds available within the actual reward itself, and again, for some of you out there, diamonds are much more comfortable. However, for myself, okay, I can get diamonds within the game. I don't mind spending a little bit extra cash sometimes to get a little bit extra of diamonds, but not again something that I really want. Now what I really want, and I think you would like it too, is the Valley Deco, the Rooster of Barcelos. This is a very special decoration, and it is a very special item indeed that relates to a certain cultural activity in Portugal. And I'm going to be talking about that one now as I move from this point onwards. Now, the Rooster of Barcelos. The Barcelos rooster, commonly called the Portuguese rooster, is said to be the embodiment of the Portuguese love of life. As the unofficial symbol of Portugal, you can find this emblem in many forms in every local shop and especially gift shops. Now, as a gamer in Heyday, I'm looking forward to actually getting this decoration, and I love the story that actually relates to this one as well. Now, the national symbol is mostly found in its typical ceramic form, as well as embroidered on towels and aprons. I'd love to get an apron actually with this one on it. Other souvenirs include keychains, paperweights, and other popular tourism gifts. So if you're travelling there, you've got a good chance to actually grab yourself one of these as well. The Barcelona rooster is always vividly coloured and is said to represent the embodiment of the famous Portuguese love of life. I like that. Now, what is the story behind this actual rooster? Well, I'm going to cover that one now. Now, the folktale of the Rooster of Barcelos tells the story of a dead rooster's miraculous intervention in proving the innocence of a man who had been falsely convicted and sentenced to death. So you're wondering, how does a dead rooster come back to life and then save someone's life? Well, this is going to be interesting. The story is associated with the 17th century cavalry that is part of the collection of the archaeological museum located in Paço dos Condes, a Gothic-style palace of Barcelos, a city in the Braga district of northwest Portugal. Checked it online. It's a very interesting place to visit. I think I'd like to go there one day too. Now, according to the tale, a landowner, yep, as usual, in Barcelos had stolen silver, and the inhabitants of the city were looking for the thief. A man from Galicia became a suspect despite his pleas of innocence. The Galician swore that he was merely passing through Barcelos on a pilgrimage to Santiago de Compostela to fulfill a promise. Now, nevertheless, the authorities arrested the man and condemned him to hang. Really? The man asked them to take him in front of the judge who had condemned him. The authorities honoured his request and took him to the house of the magistrate, who was holding a banquet. I wonder what kind of evidence they had to say that he did it. If he was passing through, where would he hide the money, I wonder? Now, affirming his innocence, the man pointed to a roasted rooster on top of the banquet table and explained, "It is as certain that I am innocent as that rooster will crow when they hang me." The judge pushed aside his plate, deciding not to eat the rooster, but otherwise ignored the appeal. Now, a roasted rooster will crow when they hang him. This is going to be interesting. However, while the pilgrim was hanged, the roasted rooster stood up on the table and crowed as predicted. Understanding his error, the judge ran to the gallows to discover that the man had been saved from death thanks to a poorly made knot. The man was immediately freed. I'd love to have been at that banquet when this rooster came back to life. It was probably undercooked, hence the fact it was able to roast again. Right, some years later he returned to Barcelos to sculpt the Calvary or crucifix to the Lord of the Rooster, Cruzeiro de Senhor do Galo. Apologies for my pronunciation, by the way. In praise to the Virgin Mary and to St. James. The monument is located in the Barcelos Archaeological Museum. Now, there are variations to this story, which I found kind of interesting as well, and I've listed all these variations. Now, in all cases that relate to these variations, there's one thing that is very specific, and that is the fact that the dead rooster that crows proved an accused man's innocent. However, there are variations, and for each of the next few slides, I've put 2 on each of them for you. Now, the first 2 variations are down there. The pilgrim is a guest whom the landowner invited to his banquet where silver is stolen. Okay. Second one says the pilgrim stays at a local inn and the greedy owner of the inn accuses the pilgrim. It's always about greedy people that are being very dishonest, and it's always the stranger that gets blamed. Next variations, there are 2 pilgrims, okay, a father and a son. The son is accused and the father pleads his innocence by calling on the rooster to crow. I like that story, that's kind of cool. The rooster crows as soon as the accused man declares it will, so the man is never taken to the gallows. Interesting part of that story as well. I kind of like this. It's definitely interesting to learn about these things when you actually start studying the decoration that Heyday has chosen for us. Now, the last 2 I've got down here, the accused is not from Galicia. I wonder where he came from. Doesn't say. The miracle is located in La Rioja, Spain, and associated to Saint Dominique de la Calzada. Okay. Interesting indeed. Now, to get this decoration, as you know, you've got to complete the actual valley, and that means collecting all the animals. Now, I like this valley, it's good fun. I hope you enjoy it as much as I will. We are going to Portugal, as you know, this time, and I can't wait to get this decoration on my farm in addition to all of the other ones that I've gained. Now, if you want to choose the diamonds or the boosters, that's your choice, but I know what I'm going to go for. Now, what you could do as well, by the way, is to support me. It's 2023. I would like to thank you for supporting me last year, but again, if you would like to do so, please slide along to the green box and then type in the code Red Knight or one of the other content creator codes. So support your favourite person and keep doing it, because the code does drop off every now and then, like every 7 days. What you could also do is subscribe to my channel. Hopefully in 2023, which is the year now, we can get a little bit further on in my goal. But either way, I'll see you next time. Bye now.